Hi, this is Mwangi Wajumbe, a professional trainer on strategy, performance management, change management, and also leadership. I'm also published widely on the same areas. I'm a retired columnist on strategy in a magazine titled Small and Medium Enterprise Today. I'm also an author of 2 publications, Career Dynamics in the 21st Century, whose sub-theme is Unleashing the Human Performance Potential, which was first published in 2015, and by 2016, it was approved by the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development for circulation in secondary schools and also used for architecture of the competency-based curriculum, CBC. And as it continued circulating in schools, I was influenced to write another one titled Living Beyond Survival, sub-theme No More Tiptoeing in Life. The second one was honored with a foreword by a Vice Chancellor of a university, and also the CEO of Kenya Institute of Management, and that made the second book authoritative enough again for circulation in schools, universities, and other institutions. What is of interest today? Sometimes in February this year, 2022, I visited Meru County, and I was honored to make a presentation to the principals of secondary schools in Meru during a meeting organized by the county's Director of Education, the Office of the County Director of Education in Meru, and later I was able to interact with quite a number of principals in different schools. And in one case, I met a principal who was pursuing a PhD in counseling psychology. And having known the publications, she easily acquired the same and indicated that she has now acquired good reference materials for her thesis as she pursued the PhD. And that for me was quite exciting. And later on, when back in Nairobi, that experience reminded me of something that I did on 6 September 2021. That is the time there was a lot of crisis, a serious crisis on the CBC. The Ministry of Education had been taken to court about the same. I don't know whether the case is still going on. But I took it upon myself to deliver some 5 copies of the 3rd edition of Career Dynamics in the 21st Century to 5 education authorities. The first one was the CS himself, Professor Magoha. The second one was the Principal Secretary, Dr. Juan, who had also been involved in approval of Career Dynamics in the 21st Century when he was at KICD. The third one was the PS in charge of implementation of CBC, Professor Fatuma Achege. The fourth one was the Chief Administrative Secretary, CAS, of Ministry of Education, Dr. Sarah Ruto. And the fifth one was the Policy Director, Ministry of Education, headquarters in Jogoo House. And the forwarding letter in all the 5 cases was that reading Career Dynamics in the 21st century will help on understanding the philosophy of the CBC, which is well articulated in the publication. And later, sometimes in October 2021, I received a call from the policy director, from the policy director's office, by the deputy director of policy himself, and he indicated that he wanted me to visit his office, which I did on the agreed day. And when I arrived, he didn't have a lot of issues. He only had a very simple message. He indicated to me that they had read the book, Career Dynamics in the 21st century, and found it to be quite worthwhile. But since it had been approved by KICD for circulation in secondary schools, there is not much they could do. Nevertheless, the deputy director informed me that they have decided to put the book in their resource center together with research papers on master's degrees and also PhDs on matters to do with education, so that those who are doing research on the transformation of the education system, they can easily access the book titled Career Dynamics in the 21st Century. And that was all. Later, or just recently, I remembered about the experience in Meru and decided that to do something so that many others who are doing research or doing PhDs on master's degrees, especially on educational matters, would have access to the resource that was already now in the library of the Ministry of Education. So I visited Jogoo House and went to the 10th floor where the resource center is situated and took pictures of the same. And actually you see them. And it also reminded me of a picture that we have with the Dr. Matiang when he was in the PS Ministry of Education way back in 2016, when I had also delivered a copy of the same book to his office. I don't need to say what he did with the book, but at least he informed me that the book was aligned with the competency-based curriculum those days. Now, having seen the resource center in Jogoo House, now everybody can confirm that Career Dynamics in the 21st century is acknowledged as an important resource tool in the education system in Kenya. And together with the advancement titled Living Beyond Survival, it's easy for people to do research or to get research information that is helpful as they are articulating issues on the transformation of the education system. That is what I felt I needed to share today. But more information can be available through my Facebook, through my Twitter. One can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and easily get information as soon as it is uploaded. For more, you can contact me on 0772 516210 or 0722 516210. Thank you and have a very good day.